We're looking at the Lewis River. This is a trestle built around 1908, as near as I can tell. It's got an interesting old control house up on top. The vandals have hit it, and the graffiti artists have been there. But the old trestle holds up, and it's used for I don't know how many runs of trains every day. Amtrak goes back and forth across it, and the freight trains go across it. She's still solid, apparently. Originally, it was built as a swing bridge. You can see the center pivot in the center there where they could rotate the bridge around. That was what the operator did, so that river traffic could go up and down the river. Originally, the river traffic could go up and down the river in normal and high water. You know, there was limitations. About 3 miles upstream, I guess the East Fork and the North Fork of the Lewis River split, and they said they could go up all the way to Cedar Creek on the one fork to the right. Now, I'm out here today playing with my drones. The first part of the footage was shot in H.264, which doesn't mean much to anybody. And here comes the Amtrak. Then we'll go, it was shot with a DJI Mavic 2 Pro with a Hasselblad camera on it. And the second portion was shot with a DJI FPV, first-person view drone. And you'll see the footage in the second portion is a lot more jerky, a lot faster action. I'm trying to slow it down, I'm still getting acquainted with the toy and how to utilize it. Isn't that a beautiful farm over there in the background? Love this time of year. The fall colors are just fantastic. It won't be very long and all the leaves will be gone. We'll be into the long, dreary winter. I'll be honest with you, this morning I woke up, saw sunshine out of the window, and I thought, oh boy, because we had forecast for 10 days of rain. Looks like the weatherman should be fired, huh? Look at this beautiful day. Now we're with the first-person view drone. It's a lot faster. Its camera's not quite as good a quality, but it sure is fun to play with. I actually wear a set of goggles, and I've got a guy down here named William is spotting for me. You wear the goggles, and that's all you can see is what the camera drone sees, or what the drone camera sees. And this one here will go up in somewhere around 97 miles an hour is what they say maximum speed is. Okay, now here, earlier we saw the southbound Amtrak. Well, half hour later, here comes the northbound Amtrak. Now, the nice part of it is he's going slower because they've been working on the tracks in this area, so he's under a mandatory speed limit. Once he gets out and going, he'll be running about 70 miles an hour or 65, maybe a little faster in places. Someday I'm going to have to ride the train. The only trains I've ridden are the old steam trains, and I do love them. Of course, I'm a little nostalgic. I wish the steamboats were still around. I'd be riding them too. Get a good look at the trestle as we went by. You'll see me and William down here. I was running out of battery, so I was coming in. So I missed any more runs there on that one. I have batteries charging the whole time. Now here comes a freight train passing by. Just as soon as the Amtrak cleared the tracks, here comes a freight train up through there. He's a long one hauling coal. If you look, all the gondolas, you'll see them here in a minute, are filled with coal. What always amazes me is that they're not covered. Now, I figured, coal and the coal dust would blow all over. But I was up in Canada, up in the mines area, a few years back, and I learned that they actually spray those cars with a sealer when they finish loading them. They'll spray them, and it basically solidifies the top coat there to keep the dust from blowing too bad. You want to get there with a full load, and you don't want to pollute everything along the route or you'll be in trouble. This guy here, what's he got? 3 engines up front. I wasn't really paying attention. And then he's got one pusher in the back which is probably back there just as a compressor unit, building air so that they have brakes if they need it. What a beautiful day. Look at the clouds, look at the sky. You know, here we're taking a back run looking at the coal cars. Think about what I said about them being sprayed and sealed. They all look so neat. You know, it's kind of like Pillsbury. They just dropped them in there in little loaves. Just get ready to see the reflection on the second track as we're into the sun coming down there. Coming back to Lewis, and where we're at here on the Lewis, I should have mentioned earlier, we're just about a quarter mile upstream from the Columbia, where it joins the Columbia River. You know what? I think we're getting to see the end of the train here. Well, where is it? Where is it? I don't see any on the backside. We'll kind of maneuver here and try and catch the engine as it comes across. Well, yep, we can see him on the bridge, or on the trestle, I should say. Got to get my terminology right. It would be around train people. There is the engine in the back. And there they go. Hope you enjoyed this. Stick with me and I'll post a few more videos here with the drones. Thank you.